Fish Fiesta. Hey, Madison, rustle up your seahorse and get ready to ride the waves. We're gonna get revved up in tuna fish style. Then we'll see why sharks have such toothy smiles. We'll meet a shrimp who's not afraid of anything. And fish who lay their eggs in a nest that stings. There are all kinds of strange creatures down here where it's wet. The jellyfish is one we haven't met yet. Madison likes the catfish. He's got whiskers too. But wait till you meet the cuttlefish with some special tricks for you. And there's no missing the whale shark. He's just plain huge. There are some strange creatures swimming down in places you can't see. Watch these underwater beauties. Come on, dive deep. Hide and seek. It's a fish-eat-fish world under the sea. So it helps to keep a low profile. Can you find who's hiding in the kelp right now? There he is, a kelp fish. And there's his friend. Even wearing bright colors can help you blend into the scenery, like this octopus does. Can you spot the frogfish?
Ribbit.
A two-headed fish keeps predators seeing double, but they're not the only ones being fooled. His seaweed sanctuary is actually a sea dragon. These shy guys would rather hide in the sand than say hi. But the crab's hideout is being staked out by a hungry mantis shrimp. If you can't hide, run! Not fast enough, I'm afraid. Here's another sand snuggler, the dresser crab, getting ready for her coming out party. Madison, let's speed things up. Ah, ready for the ball in a costume guaranteed to keep her well camouflaged. Not all sea creatures are shy. Get a load of these show-offs. They come in all shades and stripes. See how many colors you can count. On the move. Can you do the backstroke or the butterfly? Follow these fish to learn some new moves. Sharks are streamlined swimmers. They hold their fins out to the sides and sway their tails to push them forward. Soft bones let them wriggle and wiggle along. Or try it the graceful manta ray way. He uses his fins like giant wings to fly through the water. Zippy, zoomy tuna fish build up speed by keeping their bodies stiff. Whoa, better slow down or you'll miss the seahorse. He putt-putts by on one tiny fin. What if you don't have fins? Scallops have a built-in jet propulsion system that scoots them up, down, and all around. Not all sea creatures swim. These feet were made for walking. They belong to the starfish, the only animal who has feet on her arms. Some sea creatures love to march. Some creep along. Here's one stroke you'll recognize, the backstroke, done in perfect form by a horseshoe crab. The octopus knows all the strokes. He can walk on all 8 legs, push off with a squirt, or just glide along. Don't fish ever have to come up for air? Most don't. They've got built-in breathing gear called gills. They pump water through their mouths, trap the dissolved air inside, then squish it out their gills. That's what this shark is doing. A shark's gills are just slits on the side of his body. Having gills is a lot easier than what people have to do to breathe underwater. Meet the family. These colorful anemone tentacles seem to be waving hello, but be careful, they sting. That's why clownfish hide their eggs here. The sting won't hurt them, but anyone else gets a painful surprise. Baby fish need protection right from the start, so parents lay their eggs in the safest place they can find. This cuttlefish finds an out-of-the-way place for her eggs. Then she dyes them an inky black. Yuck! Who wants to eat black eggs? Pretty soon, out pop miniature cuttlefish, ready to swim away. The sea dragon thinks the safest place is right at home. She wears her eggs like a corn on the cob. Uh-oh, fish eggs for breakfast? Never fear, Mom is here. She's a mouth brooder, and she sucks her eggs into her mouth for safekeeping. Baby discus fish stick close to mom for safety and a nourishing snack of the slime she produces. Look what we found, a mermaid's purse. But you'll never guess what's inside. The purse is really an egg, and inside, a baby dogfish. Where would you think is the safest place to hide eggs from other fish? On dry land. Actually, these tetras are aiming for a leaf where they'll lay their eggs. When the babies are born, they can just jump back in the swim. Animal talk. You may find it hard to talk underwater, but fish have special methods. Can you believe with all that ocean, these two are arguing over the same spot? You've got to hold your ground when you're in the water, especially when there are babies to defend. This fishy stranger is about to get the brush off from a mother cichlid. She inflates her gills and yikes! The competition is bigger than he bargained for. Not all conflicts end with a little push. Mix some sand with a couple of crabs, and you've got world-class mud wrestling. The real loudmouth of the ocean doesn't make a sound at all. The cuttlefish does some quick chameleon color changes to tell fish how he's feeling. And he does it with polka dots. Right now, he's feeling hungry, and he's got his eye on a snack. His rainbow display hypnotizes his prey. Then, an extra long tongue scoops up lunch. A hungry cuttlefish can also get pretty prickly when he wants to. Look out! Sometimes, the only way to solve a problem is to take it outside, like these mud skippers do. They'll duke it out on shore, then jump back in the water. Dinner time! There once was a garden in the sea, where algae grew plentifully. The damsel fish farmer thought nothing could alarm her. But there were soon too many guests to feed. So what did our damselfish do when overrun by this surgeonfish crew? Well, she threw up her fins, invited them in, and they all dined on green algae stew. Hey, who's lurking outside? It's a John Dory. He's got a special trick. Did you catch that? Madison, help us out. Amazing! A telescopic mouth that puts the choicest morsels right within reach. Did you know that fish can go fishing too? The anglerfish has a fishing rod on the top of his head. He waves it in the direction of another fish, and dinner time! Here's another fishing story. A well-aimed water arrow from the archer fish's built-in bow can knock this spider off its feet. Bullseye! Yum, a delicious bug. There are as many ways of fishing as there are fish. Grab and gobble like a sea robin. Wolf it down like this wolffish. Or bite right in like a predatory piranha. Try the tentacle trap. Or the sneak attack. The best way to catch a fish is with extra sharp teeth. And with all these sharks, there's no shortage of those. Sharks even have spare teeth. If one comes out, another pops up in its place. Better steer clear. Learning the hard way. This hungry eel is on the hunt, too. But he's got another thing coming. He's got his teeth sharpened for a snack. And here comes the perfect bite-sized morsel. Hey, what's happening? This fish is getting bigger. The eel's caught himself a pufferfish, who's really a balloon in disguise. One bite and he blows up and bobs right out of harm's way. Well, it's to bed now, with no supper. But this eel's about to get a bed buddy he hadn't counted on. It's tentacles against teeth, but the octopus has a secret weapon. One squirt of ink is all it takes. Bath time! What are these little guys doing picking on fish more than twice their size? They're super-duper cleaner-uppers. And they go after the gunk inside and out. No tickling. The next customer is a whale shark, the biggest fish in the world. And here's the octopus with hundreds of suckers to wash. If they're not clean, he can't grab his dinner. Mischief time. Everyone else is cleaning up. So this must be the maid. What's she up to anyway? Hey, that's no maid. She's a hermit crab and a burglar to boot. She's trying to steal the other hermit crab's house. One thing this homewrecker didn't count on was a hungry ragworm roommate. nightlife. When the sun goes down, most of the world gets sleepy. But not everyone on the coral reef is ready for bed. Some would rather go out dancing. This manta ray's pirouettes help her gulp up mouthfuls of microscopic plankton. Do fish ever sleep? Yep, that was definitely a yawn. Time to turn in for the night. Oops, wrong bedroom. Of course, sharks just snooze wherever they want. The parrotfish wraps himself in a sleeping bag of slime he can snack on all night. Go down a little deeper, and it stays dark all night and all day. Pretty spooky. Does anybody have a light? Wow! These flashlight fish are happy to brighten the way. They have built-in high beams right under their eyes. Story time! Here's an incredible fish tale for you about some champion underwater travelers. Every year, thousands of salmon make their way miles and miles from the ocean back to the very same river where they were born. It's a long and dangerous journey, but the salmon are practically unstoppable. There are lots of animals that will try to catch them, like sharks. But the salmon keep on swimming. Seals will catch some, but the salmon just keep going. Look out for the killer whale! And look out for the fishermen, too. The salmon swim and they swim. They're halfway there. Finally, they make it to the river. But they can't rest yet. Danger even swoops down from the sky. An eagle! Otters love to eat salmon. Bears, too. The last obstacle is the waterfall. The salmon must leap into the air and push hard against the current. A salmon really has to turn on the steam to plow through the water. They've come miles and miles, and they're very tired. The river is full of salmon. And as they get closer to home, the salmon turn bright pink. Amazing! They finally made it. They can lay their eggs in peace. But you know what's even more amazing? Soon, those eggs hatch, and whole bunches of baby salmon wriggle out. They head straight downstream, back out into the deep blue sea. And when they grow up, the story starts all over again. amazing feats. See, fish are full of surprises. Here's that mouth brooder mom, still looking after her babies. When danger threatens, no problem. The babies just jump back inside. And jumping Jehoshaphat, the Amazonian arowana can leap 6 feet straight up. The flying fish are really catching some air as they skim along on top of the water. Watch out for the electric eel, or you'll get the shock of your life. This fish is in trouble. The eel stuns his prey with a jolt of electricity. That discus fish was just too slippery. This little guy may be a mantis shrimp, but he's got a knockout punch that can break glass. Let's see that again. Hey, it's Mr. Hammerhead Shark to swim us to the end of the show. But wait a minute, everybody. Some riddles before you go. Which fish lay their eggs among the stinging sea anemones? The clownfish, of course, to keep them safe from enemies. Which seafood swimmer scoots all about? The scallop who shoots water from the inside to the out. He's huge and he's heavy, the biggest fish in the blue. Say so long to the whale shark and his human friends, too. Which fish might be able to read under the covers late at night? It's the flashlight fish with a built-in, you say it, flashlight. Who uses polka dots to hypnotize a shrimp snack? Yep, that crafty cuttlefish who also dyes her eggs black. Can you remember who's the champion traveler of the deep? It's the salmon, of course. Just look at him leap. Well, the swimming lesson's over, Madison. Let's head for dry land! Watch for Madison and his magic zapper. He'll pop up again with a whole world full of animal friends for you. We'll be rolling, running, and swimming together real soon on your Growing Up Wild adventures.